Highly spiritual.
Yes, you're tuning to Afrobeats in the morning. You're welcome to Vibemaster. I'm the God, the man they call One God. In the place, in the building this morning. On air. He's not here physically. Stonebwoy, can you hear me clearly this morning? Hello? We seem to be having technical difficulties. Let me get to that real quick. Stick around. We got the man Stonebwoy with us this morning. Yes, can you hear me now? Stonebwoy's on air with us right now. Stonebwoy, can you hear me?
Yeah, clearly, bro.
Yes, finally. We got the man Stonebwoy. We also call him One God. On Afrobeats in the morning, this morning. It's all blessings. I know Ghanaians will say etisien. How do you say good morning in your language? I don't know if I'm correct in that. If that's your language I just spoke now.
Oh no, you're correct. That is tree you spoke, and I understand tree. So yeah, papa, and I also swear.
Now so I need to learn that one. That one is longer than the one I know. That was a quick one I learned from my Ghanaian friend. But it's good to have One God on air with us this morning. How are you doing this morning? How are you feeling?
I mean, it's a good feeling. We're giving thanks for life. So we're here. We're awake. We are in strength. You know. So we are grateful to God for another beautiful day.
Yes. I know you're touring Africa right now, doing your radio tours with your new music that you just dropped. And you're in Nigeria right now.
Exactly.
Sometimes I get confused if you're Ghanaian or Nigerian because I hear Yoruba in some of your songs. And I'm like, is Stonebwoy?
Sure.
You know,
whoa.
I know you're Ghanaian for sure, but the fact that I hear you speak Yoruba in your song, I'm like, okay, this guy is very, very familiar with all languages.
The reality is that you know that West Africans are actually connected on a bigger family base.
Right.
From long time. Okay, so my local dialect is Ewe. And Ewe actually has it cuts through, and it has some similarities from Togo, Benin, some parts of Ivory Coast, and Nigeria, Yoruba. So, you know, that's where it's coming from. So it's not new that it's amazing. And I think a lot of people should also realize that as Africans, we are connected from one big source, you know, and especially as West Africans, there are some similarities that, you know, we all relate from a deeper source. So, you know.
Right. Let me do a quick introduction before you introduce yourself to the people in the best way you can. Stonebwoy is an Afro dancehall artist from Ghana, representing Africa, representing Ghana. Is a superstar artist as well, one of the biggest in Africa. But I'll let you introduce yourself to the people, especially those that don't know about Stonebwoy, which is gonna be very, very rare to find because Stonebwoy is everywhere.
All right. I mean, what you said is very true, and I'm honored. You know, I go by the name Stonebwoy, real name Livingstone. So, you know, we're representing for Africa, you know, expressing our talent in a very, very unique way.
Right.
To show the rest of the world that Africa is the cradle of civilization and creativity from time. So my style is actually a combination of Afrobeats, reggae, and dancehall. And I'm very versatile, and I can move on to any other style of music because once as a musician, I consider myself like a driver. I should be able to drive, whether I'm a Tico, whether I'm a small car, whether I'm a big car, you know what I mean?
Right. Very versatile. The man can sing, man can do his dancehall, the man can do Afrobeats as well. And the man is very, very, very well connected around Africa and around the world. I know you're very, very, very familiar with the Jamaican artist as well. You're one of the artists, African artists that has done many collaborations with dancehall artists all over the world. Let's. I know a lot of people have asked about COVID and, you know, pre-COVID and post-COVID. What would you say exactly has been one thing you have learned during this COVID period, and now that everything is beginning to slow down compared to when it first started? What would you say is one thing that has helped you in your craft during this period that everyone had to be home, there has to be distancing, no shows, more time with family, more time with people you work with, and more time in the studio? What has that been able to help you achieve positively as an artist?
Yeah, man. What I can say is that in all things we give thanks, and it's very interesting, and a time to learn. Like even the Bible says, the time to sow, the time to reap.
Right.
I think this was a time that the world actually had to go through, our generation. You know, it's not even the world, our generation, because generations have faced this before. You know, with the flu vibe, people wore masks sometimes, and things do happen like this every 100 years, I read.
Right.
So I think that to be alive and gone through this one, because we've lost a lot of people.
Right.
You know, and may their souls rest in peace. But for us to be alive and going to also go continue with life, we learned a lot in how to be content, in how to be consistent, in how to appreciate life for what it is. You know what I mean? Your family, the loved ones, the close ones. And also we found diverse ways of dealing and selling, you know, and actually buying business-wise. I mean across all industries, whether entertainment industry, whether, you know, so many of our fields, especially the entertainment industry, have in Africa have had to wake up, you know, to some realities that, look, there's a virtual aspect of the reality that can be harnessed and has to be actually fixed, because it's not every time that we will be able to go physical. And even so, that is going to help us, because one day, we're going to grow old. We're not going to be able to probably move about that much, and then we'll be able to resort to the virtual means of still giving people the best experience, you know?
Right. The world has come to realize that there are other opportunities and other ways we can actually reach out to people without having to be there with them physically, especially now. Not even now, over time, the world has always advanced when it comes to technology, and with the existence of COVID, a lot of people have understood that you can actually use music, and music is so powerful. More people have understood, have come to understand that music is a very, very powerful tool to help people get past challenges that they are going through. And Stonebwoy is one of those artists that is a very conscious artist, so he speaks deep lyrics in his songs as well. You working with dancehall artists, you've worked with so many dancehall artists, from Sean Paul to Jamil to Alaikai Ali. How has this connect to Jamaica? How has it been for you, and how did it start for you? What was the first experience, first contact you had with Jamaica?
Like you said again, there is always a deeper perspective of it. You feel me? Like, music is not only entertainment. When you check its culture,
right,
it has to do with our roots as well. And Jamaica, my first connection with Jamaica was long time found before I even visited Jamaica. You know, it was by virtue of the sound that we all could resonate to, because it is deeply rooted into our DNA. So I could resonate to the dancehall sound, the reggae sound. I had my first connection with Jamaica before touching base physically, you know.
Right. And talking about Africa and Jamaica, you had a song with Morgan Heritage that you were featured on last year. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. You had the song with Morgan Heritage on their album Africa Jamaica. What was the inspiration? You were gonna say something?
No, sorry, the line was a bit.
I said you had a song.
What was my inspiration? Yes.
With Morgan Heritage, Africa Jamaica. They featured a couple of African artists on that song. The song is a very, very lovely song. I always play that song on my dancehall show. How did that happen for you? Why did you choose Stonebwoy? I know Stonebwoy is connected with them, but how did it all happen that you found yourself in the studio with Morgan Heritage? Because they are legends as well as you are as an African legend as well.
Thank you. Morgan Heritage, they are 10 times legends now.
Right.
These are our uncles and as young as they still are, I believe that they were born into a musical royal family.
Right.
So they started this for a very, very, very long time, and they have inspired the world and inspired myself. So we fortunately made a link one time, and we toured Europe, you know. After our tour in Europe, even before that, we met in Ghana, and so we built that rapport. And therefore, I think that brought about the inspiration to fix a song such as a song that will have, you know, a few of the African brothers featuring on it to the world. So that's how Africa Jamaica came to play. And, you know, they have toured Africa. They've been touring Africa from years ago. So we created that nice masterpiece like Africa Jamaica, you know, it's nice. You know? Yes.
And you've been moving and working with more legends and more dancehall artists. Let's go into your most recent body of work that you've done before the one you just dropped last week Friday. One God. Talk about that track. Let's know what was going on. What was the inspiration? What was the back end story that came about One God? Because One God is your nickname, is your stage name as well. Everybody knows you as One God. If they hear One God, they already know it's Stonebwoy. This song, One God, what inspired you to sing about One God?
Oh, thank you. One God, actually, I think it's more than a nickname. It's not a nickname. It's a spark plug.
Right.
You know? It's my inspiration. It's what I've lived by. And One God is actually the fact that there is only one God. And bro, I believe in God so much so that I believe that there is God inside of us. You know, that when we give that God an opportunity, definitely.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. You were away for a bit. I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm like, that song is inspired by the power of God inside of us that pushes us to achieve greater things. You feel me?
Right.
And you see that little voice that always sounds to you to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep working hard. I see that voice as the voice of God, and it never lets me down. So my nickname is so to say, but that's a spark. That's like one of the names that pushes me. It's a spark plug. It's a fire name that I love to live with. And even so, there's only one God. And I'm depending God. So that's how that song came about, as One God, you know?
Right. And your name says a lot, Living Stone. It says that you're a Christian, if I am 100% correct. And I'm guessing you're a church boy. You grew up a church boy. You learned the sound from church, if I am correct, or I'm just assuming.
I mean, definitely, we are. The thing is, like I say again, there has been God and there has been our spirituality before religion came to play.
Right.
So, I mean, growing up, I fortunately found myself in the Christian background, which I took great advantage of, you know. So that has built me. That has actually built me, and I don't regret any bit of it.
Right. Let's go into that song real quick. One God by Stonebwoy. The man is on air right now with us talking about his life, his journey, and the music. This one right here is a very deep one. It calls you One God.
Shut up.
B87.
True life story.
New music.
I saw me tell her. Look for me now. Breathe. Look for me now. Look for me now. Virgin enough to look for me now. Well then, hey, I got the things that never think say me woulda get it now. No, I got the life when they never think say me woulda live it now. Them things say me woulda drop dead, pop down, but I mean this, breathe this. World wide world, them a call me, them a say one God. Them a say one God. Them a say one God. One God. Them a say one God. Them a say one God. Them a say one God. Man a real gun dada, stepping at the place, bomb shell them scatter. Me make the pretty lady them go gaga. Them know that say my profile is taller than ladder. From Pagas, I'm a lukuna frongo in a gambaga. It be so I they leave them guys.
Yes, that was One God by the man Stonebwoy. Man, they also call One God. One God. Yes, Stonebwoy.
Yes, boss.
Yes. I can hear you clearly. I like how loud and clear you are. Very confident as well.
Yes, I just moved into a better space, you know.
Yes.
So that we can hear ourselves clearly.
Yes. Do you think Ghanaian music is ready for the global surge? I'm not saying they are not ready. This is just a question I'm asking now. Since there's a global surge in demand for African music now, and to be sincere, I personally feel Ghana has better music than other parts of Africa, because I listen to more Ghanaian music right now than most other. I'm seriously, when it comes to the drill, Ghana owns the drill. When it comes to rhythm, Ghana owns a lot of rhythmic music. And music coming from Ghana is different compared to other parts of Africa. He has messages in them, he has the vibe in them, he has much more than just music for partying. So tell me, do you think Ghana is ready? Because I know you are ready, as much as other Ghanaian artists are ready, but do you think Ghana is ready for the global surge?
The global surge, as far as I'm concerned, you feel me? I think Africa is ready. Ghana is ready. Nigeria is ready. Africa has always been ready.
Right.
You know what I mean? The thing is that the quota that we contribute to the totality of the African sound going global, we have always done that. And Nigeria has also contributed its quota in a very significant way as well. If I break it down, I'll tell you that it is as if Ghana is the chef and Nigeria is the marketer. You know what I mean?
Right, I get what you mean.
Yes. So basically we all keep, and the chef needs the market needs the chef. So hand in hand, we have been able to, as West African countries, no discrimination. I hate to always put barriers and mention us with demarcations, because it goes a long way to still separate and bring the thing into disrepute. But I mean, for the sake of conversation, I will still stick to the fact that Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa is doing the best they can. Right now, the Amapiano sound is sticking hard.
Right.
And that is also from South Africa. So this tells you how diverse Africa is when it comes to music and sound. And I feel like that's the way to go. We all are supposed to be playing our individual roles and bringing out more versatility and more creativity to be able to get the African sound growing even better than it has gotten to. You see, it's amazing that we're in our era now, we are also pushing so hard, and I know that our forefathers and the generations before are going to be very proud of us, you know, for where we have brought this African
music
when it comes to entertainment and music too. Because you see that we are in some of the big movie productions.
Right.
You know, before we were in the background.
Right.
And now we are both in the background and in the foreground as well. And, you know,
Right. The culture is spreading globally, and more people are accepting and getting familiar with their culture. So what do you think is one thing in particular that you feel you've noticed that needs to change in the Ghanaian music industry for it to elevate higher than it is right now?
Which is right. I think that there's more room for improvement for everybody, not only as Ghanaians, but specifically as Ghanaians. We will need to also, what it is that some sort of mindset, and that is via education, because what you don't know, you can't actually apply.
Correct.
And the willingness to know is very important. So the thing is that for us, I think that there's more to learn, like everybody else, but gradually we're going to get there. It's just about investment power and the music business proper. You know what I mean?
Right.
These are the two in order of relevance. Investment power and actually the business, support and promotion and marketing structure. So it's going to get there. As for the talent, I think we have enormous talent. So
yes.
The artists ourselves have to actually be informed. And nobody's going to inform you as an artist. You have to take the mantle and seek to know. So these are the minor things, and I know this applies to every other person as well, or every other nation.
Right. You're very, very correct about that. Education is very, very essential to educate people about this music, and the business part of it especially, which a lot of people don't understand. Music is way beyond just singing and being able to sing. There's a music part of it, there's a business part of it that makes you the money that a lot of people are very, very uninformed about. And yes, once information gets out to people, a lot of things will move up and up like it is already right now. Who would you say is your favorite underground, undiscovered Ghanaian artist? This is not about any other artist but you this morning, but I just want to know who it is that you've been paying attention to as an underground artist and you feel they're going to be the next best thing.
Who do I feel is going to be the next person, from
underground?
Ghana?
Yes, underground in Ghana.
There are so many undergrounds in Ghana, and what I want to say is that one day everybody's going to shine. But I feel like, you see, now, sometimes when I'm answering these questions, I know that sometimes I get too deep, but that is how my mind is made up.
Right.
Sometimes I can't answer it as simple as it counts because I know better and I should speak it.
Right.
Like there's always you see, like the sky up there is big, and if I mention an underground that I know now, it is one that I know. Somebody else knows somebody else who is doing well.
Correct.
So at this and at this juncture, I wish every underground to continue to strive. It's not about the name I mentioned right now, but there are several names. There are names like the Asaka Boys who are doing the drill scene.
Yes.
There's Jackie who's on the scene. There's Sunshine Soldier, my boy from the hood. There's lots of artists, lots of new ones to look out for,
Right. I love the fact that you are giving recognition to fellow Ghanaian artists, not just one, but many of them. That shows that you're a leader.
So many that I can't even remember their names right now. They're so amazing.
Your new record, your most recent record with Vensa, Blessing. That song doesn't need any explanation to anybody. Once you see the name, you know what it means. But I want to know what was behind your mind when you're in the studio writing that song, or when you thought about the song, what was going on in your mind?
Sure. When I was in the studio writing that song, basically I was created from the scratch. So that was the inspiration that took us all on from the beginning to, put something very, very, very nice, like Blessing, you feel me?
Right.
Like this year I go buy machine, look fresh, more fashion. Everybody dream to buy machine.
Yes, so
keep on going. And Blessing, there's another line that says double the work with more passion. You understand? So as much as you want to drive, you want to class, you want to buy, you have to also double the work with more passion. You get me?
Right. Work rates.
So it's just like calling blessing and speaking blessings into your life, but also knowing that you have to work towards achieving them.
Right.
That is the inspiration behind the song, produced by Kewa. I think it's a very beautiful masterpiece, and the rap side of it from Vibemaster, Chicago's very own, Africa's very own.
Yes. Yes, I know Vibemaster has been in Ghana as well. And you guys have been showing other Africans around the world that being African is nothing but special.
It is our duty as us who reside on the continent to embrace our brothers and sisters who reside in the diaspora. You know, that's how we can create that connection that we need and harness each other's prowess to be able to get Africa going, you know?
Yes. The man Stonebwoy is dropping gems as well as telling us about the music, about the culture, what you should know about Ghana, what you should know about the one God himself, Stonebwoy. Stonebwoy, before I let you go this morning, what would you like to tell the listeners? And before you even say that, before you wrap that up, make sure you give them your social. They know your social media handle already. Don't let me be saying that. But for the sake of those that don't know, let us inform them. Like you said, education is very important, right?
Exactly. Stonebwoy is STONEBWOYB on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter, on Facebook. And you can easily find us now. You know there's a blue tick attached, so it's easier. That's the best way I can put it.
Yes.
Big respect to everybody tuning in, listening to us right now, listening to me right now. I'm speaking from Nigeria. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
My African media tour, I just kick-started it here in Lagos. And look at other places we're going to be in course of the days to come. Big respect to everybody in the diaspora, America, everybody tuned in right now. I love you so much. Thank you for logging on and activating. That song with the video is a jam. Thank you for making it number one. See? Big thing. Now you people, they activate me to do more and give more. We are all blessed. God bless you.
Yes. The man Stonebwoy just gave his message to everybody that tuning in right now. Says he loves you guys, he appreciates you guys. Keep streaming Stonebwoy's music. Stream Activate. Stream One God. Stream Blessings. Right now, I'm going to play that blessing right now to bless your weekend. To start your weekend with the blessing mode by the man Stonebwoy.
Oh, yes.
Favorite music.
Oh, yes. What do the beat now? This year I go buy a machine. Look fresh, more fashion. Double the work with the more passion. Anybody test me, more action. No gaba, turn up the thing, go gaga. Pay cash, no gagba. Foot out, person go follow me. Cause it's gonna run away. Blessing go follow me. Cause it's gonna run away.
Follow me. She can't take her eyes off me. I don't want no Evian, I'm sipping John B. Ballin' in that crowd, should be on a Black Star team. Mr. Stonebwoy got his dick rockin'. I'm a Zongo boy, big poppin'. She a tone, got shot at the Joey B. Play with me in my East South 12T. You an actor, Ali G. Follow me, so many cameras on.
Shouts to everyone that's tuning in this morning, Afrobeats in the morning. Remember, next week we're back on air. More music, more African vibes. Celebrating the culture. True music with the Vibemaster and Richard and Party. B87 FM. That's where it goes down. Blessings.
Follow me. Cause it's gonna
Yes, remember we are also at the Spot Lounge tonight. Afrobeats, come through and enjoy the Vibemaster on the ones and twos with the best of African music and soca and dancehall and reggae. Come through, have fun, stay blessed.
No boy can stop this one. Long time. Bad man can't stop this one. This year, baby, me go be the breadwinner. Set breakfast, set dinner. For street west, I know be beginner. Now your time, they go the growth in. What do them? Big nation president. Not take chat from none of them. Rough up road again. Me inna the league of legends. Stand tall all when them a bend. Blessing go follow me. Cause it's gonna run away. Blessing go follow me. Cause it's gonna run away.
The official voice of the club is now the official voice of B87.7.
I'm with you.
Whatever I say, y'all gotta do. Now turn your radio up.